How does a runoff primary work? Imagine voting in an election where no candidate gets more than half of the votes. What happens next? That's where a runoff primary comes into play. It's a second election that happens when no one hits that magic 50% mark in the first round. The goal is to pick a candidate who truly has the support of most voters in that party. Here's how it works step by step. First, during the initial primary, several candidates from the same party compete to become the party's nominee for the general election. Voters choose their favorite candidate. If one candidate gets more than 50% of the votes, they win outright and move on to the next stage. But if no one hits that majority, the top two candidates with the most votes go to a runoff primary. The runoff is a separate election held a few weeks later, usually between 2 and 8 weeks after the first primary. During this second vote, only those two candidates are on the ballot. Voters then choose between them. The candidate who wins the majority of votes in this runoff becomes the party's official nominee for the general election. Runoff primaries are common in states that requiring a candidate to have majority support, not just the most votes. Some states only need a candidate to have the most votes, which is called a plurality, and they don't hold runoff elections. But in states with runoff rules, everyone who is eligible to vote in that party can participate, even if they didn't vote in the first primary. The purpose of a runoff is to make sure the nominee has broad support within the party. It helps avoid a candidate winning with only a small fraction of the votes. Instead, the nominee is chosen through a process that ensures most party voters back that candidate. So, in simple terms, a runoff primary is a second chance to pick the strongest candidate. It narrows the field to 2, and the winner is the person who gets the most votes in that final round. This process makes sure the party's nominee truly represents the majority of voters' preferences.